One of my subscribers asked me how can he change his thought process about life. And I told him the way that you change your thought process about life is you understand that anything that you want is chasing you and you create your own reality. No matter what we're dealing with through the trials and tribulations of life, whether it's a job loss, the loss of a family member, us losing a house, losing a car, having to move back in with our parents, whatever the case may be, we control our own reality. Yes, things get in the way of what we want to do and how we want to live, but that doesn't mean that we should stop grinding and stop trying to get to what we're trying to get to. I was telling them, I said, yeah, things is hard. Life is hard. Living in America is hard. With all these jobs getting lost to AI, people losing their houses, people losing their cars, people maxing their credit cards out, it's a shitty way to live. I agree. I never tell people that things is always going to just be easy. No. But we still create our own reality. We don't have a job, guess what? We got to develop a hustler mind. We got to go hit the pavement. We got to figure out how we can sell something. We got to monetize ourselves. Our best asset is us. I was telling my cousin that one day, nobody's going to believe in you better than you believe in you. I wouldn't care if nobody in the world believes in me. I know my message is going to pop. I know I'm going to have what I want to have. I don't let people try to confuse me or try to say, damn, you know what, man? You ain't going to have what you want to have, man. You ain't going to be rich. You ain't going to have a car. You ain't going to have the type of life you want to live. Why? Why can't I believe or why can't I want to have what I want to have and just accept just margin and just to accept just being ostracized and never having nothing? And I make that my way of thinking and my normal way of life. No, I never agree to not have what I want to have. I never agree to just let things just be messed up. I never agree to just work until you die. Like I always say, that's the new America. They want you to work until you die. Everything's so high, you got to pick up 2 jobs. So that means you got to work 12 to 14 hours. You ain't going to have no time to build your dreams. And you ain't going to be able to live the type of way you want to live because most of the times in America, things are so high, you ain't going to never be able to live comfortably. Even if you work 2 jobs, you barely going to be getting by. Then you might got to start driving for Uber on the side. What type of life is that when you got to work 16 hours and never had nothing and just accept that and be happy with it? That's what I was telling my subscriber. Nah, man, you got to bet on you. If you don't bet on you, man, nobody's going to bet on you. And I know how I feel like when you got something that you want to do and you don't know how to do it and you don't even feel like starting because you like, why bother? Nah, that's the worst type of mindset to have. Why bother? You bother because it's necessary. You bother because it's important. You bother because it's going to be so happy to live the type of life and to live the life of your dreams when it comes to fruition. That's what I was telling them. I know it's hard days. It might be a hard year. It might be a couple hard years, but in the process of you having hard years, don't never lose hope. Don't never lose faith in you. That's what America wants to try to defeat. That's what this world system want to defeat. They want to keep you poor. They want to keep you hopeless. They want to keep you struggling. Nah, man, struggling is a way in your mind. I struggle. I'm not even working right now. I have hardships. I have things that I need to do and trying to accomplish, but I don't let it overwhelm me. I don't let it just demoralize me. I don't let it just keep me down. I keep on pushing and fighting for what I want. And in the process, I know I want to help other people because other people are dealing with similar things and they might not have an outlet or nobody to talk to. They might not have nobody they can say, damn, man, how can I do this? They don't have nobody that's going to genuinely believe in what they got going on because the world is so cruel that they try to make it seem like if you think outside the box that you insane or you're not worth their time. No, man. I had to tell my ex that if you don't believe in what I got going on, you can get on about your business, man, because I don't have no negativity around me no more. I had to cut that out. It's hard when you got to cut people off of your life that you've been knowing for years because their vision of life is not matching what you want in life. And it's okay to walk away. It don't mean that you don't care about them. It don't mean that you don't wish them the best. But sometimes people's journeys in life is different. And maybe my journey is not going to align with your journey right now. But hopefully in the future we can come together when we're in a better place. That's how I look at life. I don't look at things because I fall out with somebody or I lose a job or I lose a car or I lose a house. I don't look at it like the end of the world, man. I'm not gonna be the first or last person to deal with it. But my mindset is what's gonna get me through it. My mindset is what's gonna change how I perceive things that I'm having to deal with. My mindset is gonna have people feel how they feel about me. I understand how it is when you don't have nothing. I understand how I feel like when you don't believe that things is going to get better. I lived that way for years. But guess what? It's a new day. The sun comes up the next day and we on to the next grind. And I just want to tell people that, so when you dealing with things and you feel like, damn, man, I don't never catch a break. Damn, I just got this job and I lost it. Damn, man, I just got this car and they just repoed it. Damn, I just moved out of last year and I got to move back in my purse. Yeah, it can be demoralizing, but you got to start over. You got to start building on yourself. You got to start building on your dreams. You got to start building on what you want in the future because you worth it. That's what people got to understand. You're worth it. If you don't believe that you're worth anything, the world ain't going to give you anything. And I had to really understand that. And that's how I started changing my mindset. But as always, though, y'all tap in. Follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at The Lost Realist 35. I appreciate it.